What was your "why are you booing me, I'm right" moment? I was sitting at my cousin's wedding at what they called the kids and singles table, which was basically code for family outcasts. I didn't mind though. The kids were actually funnier than most adults there. Everything was going fine until dessert came out and the groom's mom grabbed the microphone. She started what sounded like a normal toast, thanking everyone for coming. But then her voice got this nasty edge to it, and suddenly she was looking straight at me. She said how beautiful the bride looked, then added that some people at this wedding had probably spent years being jealous of her happiness. I felt my stomach drop because everyone was turning to look at my table. She kept going, saying how the family had always tolerated certain people out of pity, people who tried to outshine others and make everything about themselves. She was staring directly at me now, and I could feel my face burning. The bride looked horrified, but her new mother-in-law wasn't done. She called me a bitter old maid who probably came to weddings just to ruin other people's special days. The whole reception went dead quiet, forks stopping mid-bite, everyone staring between her and me. I wanted to disappear, but she kept escalating, saying I was the type of person who would never find happiness because I was too busy being jealous of everyone else. That's when something inside me snapped. I stood up, walked over, and asked if I could borrow the microphone for just 1 second. My voice was shaking, but I said clearly that I wasn't jealous at all. Actually, I was the one who introduced the bride and groom in the first place. I set them up on their first date 2 years ago. The room got even quieter, if that was possible. Then I added, "Oh, and by the way, your precious son actually asked me out 3 months before he ever met his wife." I turned him down. The bride's face went completely white. She demanded to know what I was talking about, so I pulled out my phone and showed everyone the text thread. There were messages from him begging me for a date, complimenting my eyes, even a shirtless selfie he sent at 2 in the morning with the caption, "Thinking of you." The bride snatched my phone and started scrolling through months of messages. Her hands were literally shaking as she read text after text of her husband hitting on me, asking to take me to dinner, telling me I was prettier than any girl he'd ever met. All of this happening just months before he proposed to her. She turned to her new husband with a look that could have killed him on the spot. He tried to stammer out some explanation, saying it was before they were serious, but she wasn't having it. She screamed that they were living together when he sent these messages. Half the wedding guests started whispering, phones came out to record, and the DJ actually stopped the music. The groom's mom literally dropped her wine glass, and it shattered on the dance floor. Everyone was staring at me like I'd just dropped a bomb, which I guess I had. I looked around the room and said, "Why are you booing me? I'm literally just telling the truth." Then I sat back down and took a bite of wedding cake like nothing happened. The bride yanked off her wedding ring and threw it at the groom, hitting him square in the chest. She yelled that the marriage was over before it even started and stormed out of the reception hall in her wedding dress. The groom tried to follow her, shouting apologies, but she was already getting into a car with her maid of honor. Within 20 minutes, half the guests had left. The other half were either comforting the groom's mom or coming up to me asking for more details about the texts. Nobody blamed me though. Even my aunt, the bride's mom, came over and thanked me for saving her daughter from a cheater.